Okay, so here, I'll flip the record. I wanted to see the museum in City Park because they have a painting by Dorothea Tanning that I wanted to see. And when I got here, the museum was closed for renovation, and that's what brought me here. I thought it would just be a visit, but then the museum was closed, so I was like, well, things happen. I mean, it all just worked out magically.
16.
Best show of my whole life. Best show of my whole life was at the Puppet Rampage this summer in St. Paul, Minnesota for the National Puppetry Festival, which only happens once every other year. Quintron and I were asked to perform. I was very, very nervous. We were on tour before this. Immediately, like second day of the tour, I like fell over drunk carrying an amp and like had scabs all over my body, basically. And this guy tripping on acid came behind the puppet theater in Memphis and poured whiskey all over my puppets. And I'd spent all this time like making sure everything was perfect because we're gonna go to nationals and it's a huge big deal to me. But we get there and it was amazing. It was the best festival. And then it was time for us to do our show and I was really, 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 really nervous. And then my fog machine broke. And I had just bought a new fog machine and all my puppets smelled like whiskey and I had like scabs all over my body from being on tour and falling over. And it was great. People were cheering for the puppets. And this is like people who've seen 1,000 puppet shows that week. Like, you know, very critical, choosy audience. They were cheering, it was amazing. And then when we did the music part of it, there was like 100 puppeteers doing the bunny hop. Best show of my life.
Well, I got a contract with the company. I had a contract. When I called them, they hung up on me. When I got a hold of the manager, he said that they weren't liable for any damage done to my property by termites! It's down here in the small plains! That is terrible.
I was in the Christian Puppet Youth Ministry. There's the whole like genre of Christian puppetry, and churches order a kit, and it's a lot like what I do now. There's pre-recorded soundtrack, and we went on tour to other churches and had to practice after school and took it real seriously. So those were some of the first puppet shows that I saw. Let's see. Oh my gosh, okay, that little sock puppet with the cardboard guitar, the acoustic guitar there, that is from a puppet show at Pussycat Caverns, and it was with Dub Narcotic. They were coming to town, and my brilliant idea was to have a battle of the bands, puppets against Dub Narcotic, but we changed the name of their band to be Dumb Narcotic and made sock puppets of them, and so that's Calvin Johnson. This area is for North Pole nutrias. These are the viruses. This is the virus. Sheriff Harry Lee did the voice of this puppet. And this is the body of Aspermusa when he was Santa Claus. Bunny Matthews did the voice of this puppet. And this is Lolly Crawfish, and she doesn't look very good now. She went through a lot. She's sad. She looks terrible. Normally she's smiling. You can see like I had to rip the smile off of her face to make her go, oh. These are the Drum Buddy dancers. That's me, and that's Judy, and that's Michelle, and that's Elizabeth, and that's MC Tracheotomy in the middle. Okay, this is kind of getting into Trixie and the Tree Trunks territory down here in the Happy Garden. Now Trixie and Marcia and JJ and Shopping Bear and Jean-Luc and the cats are in Orlando, Florida right now. And this is a miniature of the Happy Tree. So there's lots of miniatures. Then up here we have, well, this is a house made out of popsicle sticks for Dusty and Treasure. So they live in here in City Park. And my great uncle Jab was a popsicle stick artist, And he made me a popsicle stick dollhouse when I don't know how old I was. And it was really nice. It had saran wrap over the windows for panes, and it had a light in it that worked. And he like glued tree branches into the yard. And then he also made me a matching trash can and lampshade. These are my maracas, and these are my maraca covers. I've got lots of them. I have maraca covers for every outfit that I wear on stage. You know, you have a good idea, and the only way to do it is to do it yourself. So, inspiration. Let's go down the track a little bit. And oh, those are cavemen, and they don't speak English, they only speak in caveman. And that was my answer to going on tour in Europe. It's universal language, caveman. And let's see, up here we have, a lot of these are from you know, a lot of Halloween shows.